Yo, what up, Gabe? How's it going, man?
Going good, dude. Going good.
So,
Just trying to freaking learn what NFTs are. You know,
yeah,
like,
I think they're stupid.
are they art? Are they pictures on the internet? Like, what are they?
It's a non-fungible token. It allows you to buy digital copy of something, hold the original copy, and the whole meaning behind it is to have full-on ownership of it. The thing that I don't understand is I understand. Okay, I've done currency trading. I've been in the stock market here and there, yada yada yada. The thing that I don't understand is how something just keeps gaining value and value and value and value, and you keep on hearing that all these people are selling stuff for hundreds of thousands of dollars. And in all honesty, who the hell's buying this stuff? Who in the
Look,
hell is spending $50,000 on a monkey, on a picture of a monkey? Who the hell is spending $50,000 on a dude dressed like a captain? Makes no sense to me.
if you ask me, it's literally just a way for like the super rich people to launder money. But that's just like my opinion. So we'll see. We'll see. Maybe in a few years, NFTs will be just as big as cryptocurrency. You know,
So
everybody thought that was a thing.
So what's gonna happen is there's all these rumors that China wants to attack us. Putting all these movies out about defeating America, and they're preparing for war, and they're banning the sissy man, and they're doing all this stuff. All they have to do is wipe out the power grid, and you're screwed, man. You don't have any money. I'm one of those people that I'm not like a doomsday kind of guy, but I'm a definitely you gotta have a plan B. I think it's cool.
Plan B.
I think it's cool having all this NFT stuff, but like I said, you put it all down in the market on your phone. What happens if the power grid pops out? What if someone attacks us? You no longer have any money because you can no longer access the internet, and your phone, you can't charge it because the power's out.
Yeah,
Yep.
everybody who's listening to the stream, go to the bank and take out some of your money and put it in the walls of your house or in the crawl spaces.
Oh, for sure. Don't get me wrong. Like, technology's awesome. Keep your money there, but all I'm saying, if something happened, okay, imagine this. This is one scenario. Let's imagine you use Apple Pay and Venmo, PayPal. It's all on your phone, right? And you go on a cruise and you don't have your wallet on you, and you're walking and something happens where you drop your phone and it completely shatters and breaks. What do? You can't access your crap. You don't have a phone anymore.
You go to Apple and you tell them this is my Apple Pay
You're on a
account.
cruise ship. What do? You're in Mexico and some kid comes and knocks your phone out of your hand, steals your phone. Where's your money? What do?
Okay, you go to the local swap meet and you buy like a stolen iPhone 6 from somebody.
What if there isn't one?
There's always one, but I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I understand. You're screwed. There's really nothing you could do, you know?
All I'm saying, dude, I get the whole NFT thing, but all I'm saying is always have a plan B. Always make sure you got some cash stored somewhere, or you've got some valuables, so you're not
a little rainy day fund.
You're not putting all your eggs in one basket and completely and uttermost screwing yourself. Thank you to Dove Crossing for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, and dude, like I said too, I don't really understand how they keep accumulating money, because it seems like over time they gain more and more money, and doesn't really make a lot of sense to me.
I think my wife is watching the stream right now.
Awesome. What's your wife's name?
Dove Crossing. That's her.
Hey, Dove Crossing, how's it going? You should really join and just kind of BS with us next time. It's pretty fun.
She will. She will.
Oh, so how'd your week go, man? Anything crazy happen?
Um,
Last time we talked, you said some homeless dude jumped in your truck and wanted to ride. Anything else crazy going on?
no, not really. I mean, just same old, same old. You know, going to work, coming back. We put up Christmas decorations.
Dude, I'm gonna
My
be
wife.
honest. I hate this time of year.
What?
I hate December.
Dude, you can't. You were telling me that you can't like watch movies unless like you really focus yourself, and you hate December. The
I
most like.
I hate the month of December.
Oh, you got seasonal depression, huh? That's what it is.
I don't have seasonal depression. Hey, Dove Crossing, if you're watching, this is for you. We're going to show this to you real fast, and then I'm going to answer this question from Dave. Hope you enjoyed that. Okay, so I'm going to tell you why I hate the month of December. The reason I hate a month of December is for a couple of reasons.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Xmas or Christmas, whatever you want to call it. I'm not the most religious person in the world, so I'm just going to call it Xmas. But it's the time of the month where every single year you get super annoyed. Dude, I'm a delivery driver. I'm in stores. I'm selling stuff. You know, we used to work for Frito-Lay. You know how much torture it is to go work in a store for 8 to 10 hours and listen to the damn Christmas songs every single day. And we've been doing it. We've been listening to that crap for 25 years.
Carey still haunts my dreams.
Like so
All the time.
one of the reasons I hate December is I hate Xmas music. Drives me insane. Dove Crossing says I love the welcome graphics. Whoa, thank you so much. I've got a lot more if you want to stick around. We only show those in certain occasions. But so I hate getting annoyed every single year by Christmas music. It's so overplayed. It's the exact same songs. Not very many new versions come out, and it's so annoying. You hear it every year. And me, I'm working, 11, 12-hour days, and I've got to listen to this crap for 8.5 hours. You know what song's stuck in my head right now? The song, the Christmas song that's stuck in my head? It goes like this. I don't even know the name of the song. I've never looked it up, but I've heard it so many times it gets stuck in my head. It goes, Christmas won't be the same without you. I'll put the presents under the tree. Christmas won't be the same without you. That's pretty much it. It just repeats the exact same lyrics over and over and over and over, and I want to commit emotional suicide every single time I hear that. So you feel
I can't disagree with that.
You feel my pain, okay? Something else too. We're not even like politically correct. It's like we're gonna celebrate the birth of Christ, but then Christ wasn't even born in December. He was born on Easter. So it's like okay, it's not even the right facts. Second, another reason why I hate Christmas is because you buy gifts for people. You want to like share it, show people you care, give people the gifts less fortunate, show your family you love them. And I swear they don't even like it, dude. I've bought my wife so much stuff that she literally opened it up, opened the closet, threw it in the closet, and it has been sitting there ever since last year, never been touched. People get offended about gifts. Gifts are expensive. You spend a lot of money. And I hate trying to like please people. I don't know. That's just me. Let
me ask you this. Is that what your wife wanted for Christmas?
I asked her what she wanted, and that's what she told me. So I maybe didn't get the brand that she wanted. I maybe got a different brand that maybe wasn't so expensive. Maybe that was where I'm wrong. Dude, I've been married for 3 years, and all 3 years I've gotten stuff from my wife, and throws it in the closet, does not use it. And that's with a lot of people too, dude. So I don't know. I hate the trying to appease people by showing them you care by giving them gifts. Okay, I hate that. Second or third, Christmas time, people eat a lot of like flavored popcorn, and I hate that because I always get during the month of December, I always have popcorn kernels stuck in my teeth because I can't ever get that crap out of my teeth.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
So you dislike flavored popcorn, and
I hate the whole gift giving thing. I hate that. I hate Christmas music. And there's stories that literally we should never teach our children ever again. Frosty the Snowman should never be taught to any kid ever again. It is
I don't even remember what
horrible.
the point of that story was.
Frosty the Snowman. Na, 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 na. Oh,
What
awful.
it was
Rudolph
like?
the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And then you teach your kids about this guy named Santa. And if you learn about Johnny on St. Nicholas, all he was some Christian bishop that, 1 year gave some money away, and everyone was like, "Oh, hey, he gave money away. Maybe we should kind of follow what he did." And so this big giving thing started happening, and boom, 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 and now we have Santa Claus. Yeah,
I thought he gave away gifts to children.
he threw some money over a guy's fence that was laid on bills, and the guy later found out it was Johnny old St. Nicholas, and he went around and told everybody. And he felt so good because he'd like gotten this kind of like high from giving some money away. That yeah, he went and gave some gifts away, and that's kind of where that tradition came from. And then you grow up and you're just lying to your kids because they're eventually gonna find out Santa's not even real. So I don't know, man. That's just personal opinion. My wife calls me the Grinch every year, but that's just that's my personal beliefs. I'm not trying to sound like a cold-hearted douchebag, but I'm sorry, man. I can't stand Christmas music, emotional suicide every year, and
I do admit they could go a little lighter on the Christmas music, especially in like grocery stores and such. But
yeah, they play like the same 15 songs over and over and over. You know, my
yeah,
mom
like, switch it
or
up.
not my mom, my wife actually she doesn't even watch this podcast, so I'll just tell you what I got her. It's what is it called? A Bosch? A Bosch? It's like one of those fancy mixer things for like making like anything and everything in. You know what I'm talking about?
A food processor,
No. It's like a mixer. It's like you like
like for
add all the
drinks.
stuff and it mixes it up. It's called like a Bosch or something. And they go for like $500.
Huh.
Yeah, that's what I got
Your
her,
wife?
man. And
And she didn't like it, huh?
I guarantee you, no, she doesn't even know. That's what she said she wanted. I got it for her. She'll probably use it a couple of times, and then, dude, it's gonna go right in that closet, man.
You're you, you're already like betting that that's what's gonna happen, huh?
I bet you $5 that will happen. You want to make this deal?
No, I mean, you know your wife better than I would, so
For
I
sure, for
believe you.
sure. So just so everybody knows, this week's topic, we were gonna do another serial killer, and I'm just gonna straight up say I'm kind of a puss because I learn about these people and I get so grossed out, and I didn't think that that's what our audience wanted to hear. So I kind of pulled the plug on it. I'm sorry. I apologize. If you want to hear it, comment down, and if we get, I don't know, 5 people to say they want to hear about freaking Ned, whatever the dude's name is.
The freaking butcher of Plainfield,
The
Ed
butcher,
Gein, the
Ed
legend.
Gein. If you want to hear that podcast, we've already all done the research on it. And just let us know down in the comments. And if we get, I'll just say 5. If we get 5 people that say they want to hear that, we'll do that podcast. But I was telling Gabe earlier, I listened to a podcast, got online, did some research, and disgusted me to the max. My wife wanted to go to Beto's and get some food. We went to Beto's. I ordered the carne asada fries. Absolutely love them. And I couldn't eat it. I literally looked at it and was like, that is flesh. And when you do all this research about a really disgusting serial killer, you don't want to do anything or eat anything. So
Just for future reference, before researching a serial killer, you need to eat before.
Yeah, then you throw
Like,
it up. You gotta throw it
no,
up.
no, 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 no. You gotta eat, and then you gotta wait like at least like a few hours, and then when you feel like mentally ready, dive into the world of serial killers.
For sure, for sure. So let's get to the TikTok, man. How's your TikTok watching going?
Honestly, I haven't seen like a lot of interesting TikToks lately. I don't know what it is. Maybe people are just like slowing down because it's the holidays, but
For sure,
oh,
for
you know what?
sure.
I actually found a guy that I like.
So I'm actually going to be shouting out. So Dove Crossing commented and said, like swimming, you wait 30 minutes before diving in. Heck
That's
yeah.
good. That's a good strategy too.
Okay, so I'm shouting out a TikToker. This TikToker is actually one of my friends that I actually don't even really talk to anymore. Is kind of a dick, stuck up prick, mooched off mommy and
Jeez.
daddy his whole life, and if he watches this, I don't really care because that's really what's going on. Um, but he's created a TikTok and it's grown tremendously. His TikTok is only about, I don't know, a week and a half old, but it's called Double Par Golf. The handle is at double par PAR golf. And it literally is him playing golf and it's all of his screw ups. It's all of his like bad hits. So it's just kind of funny because if you're a big golf guy, golf's a pretty competitive sport. You're battling yourself and every single video is him either hitting it really good or screwing it up really bad. His name is Kyle Rasmussen. Go check him out. Pretty funny guy. If you watch some of his videos, they're pretty funny. So,
You got beef with this dude?
I don't have beef with him. It's just, he, dude, he plays golf for fun all the freaking time. I can't afford that, dude.
Must be nice, yeah.
So, him, he's was it? I'm not going to talk about it on the podcast because if this is the actual one that he actually decides to watch, he might call me up and cuss me out.
I feel
So
you.
yeah,
I feel you.
double part golf. If you're a golfer, you like golfing, you like dicking around, whacking balls with other guys, if you know what I mean. Yeah, check this guy out. Okay, Gabe, let's go
One
back to
day.
you, man.
All right. Let's see here. So this guy, his name or his handle is at James _ Longstaff. LONGSTAFF. And this dude is like Australian or New Zealand or something. I don't know exactly where he's from, but he's just a car guy, and he makes all kinds of wonderful modifications to his cars. It's pretty crazy.
And he looks redneck as hell.
Yeah, dude, but he's freaking hilarious. In one of his videos, he freaking takes a turbo and he puts it on a minivan. So it's stuff like that. So if you're into cars and you're into like awesome crap, he makes it.
Dang, you know what? Speaking of cars, well, this isn't a car, but have you by chance checked out, viewed, or watched any of the videos about the Tesla four-wheeler? Dude, you have got to look this thing up. It is sick. It literally is like freaking modern day Halo, but an electric four-wheeler. Like the thing is rad. And it's one of those things I'll probably never be able to afford, one of the trucks. So it's like, why not get a Tesla four-wheeler?
Oh, damn, it looks just like the Cybertruck, except it's a freaking quad bike. This thing is real?
Dude, freaking look up videos on it. It's sick as heck. Sick as heck.
You can buy it separately from the truck itself?
Yeah.
Like,
well, I don't think it's out yet. I'm pretty sure you could pre-order it. But just watch the videos on it, dude. It's freaking glorious. Tesla, they're also making a phone too, dude. So there's going to be Samsung, Apple, and Tesla. And the Tesla phones, too, I guess they're designed where there's going to be no charging. All the charging is going to be done solar, and it's going to be done when you're out and about. So you'd be like setting out your phone in the sun and stuff. Like, freaking sounds pretty incredible.
If they make that, I'll never buy another Apple product ever again.
Oh, dude, for sure, for sure. But yeah, you
Other
can
than like
watch some
put Apple out
videos
of
on
business.
this. You can watch some videos on this Tesla four-wheeler, and it's pretty rad. Like I said, it looks sick, dude. Elon Musk, he keeps on saying we're gonna release this and this and this and this and this, and so it's just like I'm not really up to date. Like, I follow dude on Twitter and stuff like that, but where the heck did it go? I was gonna show the viewers a picture of this four wheeler. It's only $2,000. Cyber Quad. So yeah, if you're watching, this is pretty much what it looks like. This right here, this bike right here.
Yeah, it says you'll get up to 15 miles on a full charge, and it takes 5 hours to charge. So that's pretty nice. I don't even know how much it is.
We got videos of it loading up in the Cybertruck. Yeah, dude, looks sick. But yeah, check out the phone too, dude. The phone, like, there's like videos released for it. I'm not sure exactly when all the release dates are, but freaking Elon Musk, man, the guy's doing crazy stuff. The Semi, like, there's just so much stuff that just has not been released. Pretty flipping crazy.
Yeah, these all seems like ideas for now, huh?
Dove Crossing says that there's also a flying car. Let me Google this real fast. Is there a Tesla flying car?
Probably not Tesla. Oh dang. Okay. Hey, so if you go to TikTok, you can see it. It's underneath. Let me see if I can find the handle. It's at Eric Huberman, Huberman. There's a video of it.
Of the flying car?
Yeah, it looks really funny, but basically, like, wings come out of it and it turns into a plane.
Dude, why can't we just do this like hovercraft crap yet? Like, whoever develops that technology, where we just have these little hover cars and don't even have to drive on roads anymore, that's gonna be so sick.
Well, we basically have it, man. Just drones. That's eventually going to turn into flying cars first, I think. They're just going to put like 4 like giant propellers on them, you know? Maybe a couple people will get like their heads chopped off, but other than that, that's probably where it's going to start.
I'm suing Tesla because I put on autopilot and it drove me off a cliff. And I'm suing Tesla because I was flying over the ocean and a bird hit the propeller and I crash landed and died, and I didn't die. I crash landed and had to live on an island for 2 years before I was finally rescued. Did you hear about the floating city that they're going to start building? I saw that too in the news.
Who's building that?
World's first floating city to be built. It is going to be built in South Korea coast. And I want to switch over so you can see pictures of this too. This place looks sick. Oh, lovely ads. Yeah, like, it looks pretty dope. So the thing about a floating city that I'm curious about is if it's floating, does that mean that you can kind of like float it over to like Brazil and just chill by Brazil for a while and then float it over by, like Australia? Like, can it move around, or is it just like anchored down and has to stay in one spot? apparently this floating city is going to be like completely self-reliant with like food. It's going to have all these greenhouses. We're going to be able to grow, produce all their food right from just like the city, man. Looks sick.
Like it's actually built, or just like concept art of what it could look like?
They're going to start building it.
Oh damn.
It says group is building a sustainable floating city off the south of Korean coast. I don't know. I'll probably read this. Could be completed as soon as 2025. Got blueprint ready. I don't know. Pretty crazy, man.
Sounds like some pretty futuristic crap.
For sure, for sure. I just had 5 people hop on the stream and then they all hopped right back out. They're just like, this guy sucks. His content's shit. Let's get out of here. This is garbage.
Maybe they're just not in the mood right now for like a discussion stream, which is fine, you know.
People nowadays get butthurt over everything. So where do you pull your news? If you're gonna look up news, what site do you go to?
Well, it's probably not the best site, but I get a lot of my news from Facebook News because they like take like all the top headlines and they kind of like conglomerate them all there. So you're just kind of scrolling through, see all the top stories. But yeah, it's that and Google, just like the main page of Google, kind of keeping up on like the daily events, you know.
For sure, for sure. I do a lot of Twitter and Twitter news and I'm not gonna say the other ones. I might get judged for it.
Well, like news networks you follow?
I switch around. I don't try to be biased or anything. You know, I'm not a dude. I'm not a Republican and I'm not a Democrat. I believe that you have to have a right and a left wing to be able to fly and a tail to actually fly properly. I took a political test, and I'm not going to tell you what it said I was, but I'm a big believer, and everyone needs to do whatever the hell they want. They need to get the government involved, and the government needs to go away. That's pretty much my political belief.
You sound like a libertarian.
Yeah, that's what I scored, was a libertarian. Like, I don't know. I'm a big believer, like, I don't want to ruffle any feathers here in any way, shape, or form. But I feel like there's just so much stuff people get offended by that other people are doing, and then you really need to ask yourself the question, how does that affect you in any way, shape, or form? You know what I mean? Like, there's so, like, I hate Facebook. I have way too many conservative friends on Facebook. I get on Facebook, and everyone's like, abortion's wrong, abortion's wrong, abortion's wrong. You're murdering, blah, 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 blah. And you know what? I have my personal opinions about abortion, but then you have to ask yourself the question, are you that person? Are you the one making that decision? Were you the one that, I don't know, had a one-night stand and just, sometimes people just screw up sometimes. I'm not going to say in any way, shape, or form, why would it be why does my opinion matter what they do? You know what I mean? Like obviously I have my own opinion about it. But why does that matter? Why does it matter? Why does it matter if you love a woman? Why does it matter if 2 guys like each other? No, like do you, and why does it affect you in any way, shape, or form? Like that's why I hate the news and I hate the freaking government, dude. They freaking just like blow all this stuff out of proportion, and it's just like, dude, Martin Luther King, heck yeah, totally game for that, you know. I do believe that white supremacy is like a big problem, blah, 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 blah. We need to bring awareness to it. You know, all these big subjects that are just going on right now. I know abortion, white supremacy, there's like so many things. And then I always ask myself the question is, how is this affecting me in any way, shape, or form? It doesn't affect me. I'm not the one making the decisions. Awareness is brought up. Cool. Government needs to get the frick out of it. That's my tangent.
That's your 2 cents for the day.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. It's just how I believe, dude.
Yeah, yeah. I kind of share your beliefs. Like people need to, as long as it's not hurting like the commonwealth,
For sure, for
like
sure.
people should be allowed to make those choices for themselves. So
I think vaccines a really really big topic too right now. Just like well, it has been for forever. And I'm one of those people that I'm like go out and get the flippin' vaccine, but then again, I'm like, why does my personal opinion matter to you in any way, shape, or form? You do you. Go live your life however you want. You live in frickin' America. America! Do whatever the hell you want.
that's one of the things where I disagree, man. But that's a that's a whole nother topic for a different day.
For sure, for sure. So yeah, man, yeah, dude. Like the news, not really anything too crazy going on. Like yeah, there was a school shooting and that whole
Well, wait,
thing. The parents got arrested. I don't really
yeah,
know
we
too much
should
about it, but
we should talk about that because I don't know anything about it, and I just heard a little bit about it, and I'm very interested. So, what do you know about that guy?
I
The
so
parents got arrested?
dude, this might sound bad, but how I actually figure out about a bunch of stuff is actually from TikToks because there's so many of those TikTokers that like they're like mini news anchors, and so you hear stuff. I don't know. I'm one of those people. I hear so much stuff on TikTok, and then I'll go Google and do my own research. So they pretty much just like bring up the idea of oh hey, did you hear about this? And then I'll go do my own research.
We've
I've
got
Hang
your
never
on, hang
back,
on.
Road
I got
Warriors. Because we know you want to get back to going your speed. Steering
What is
life
going
at 10
on
and 2.
here? There's an ad. I clicked on this link and some ads started playing. My bad. So pretty much all I've heard is there's a 15-year-old that went to a school and I think shot 3 people. And the kid's in custody, and they started doing some investigations and found out that the parents like pretty much knew the whole thing was going on. They bought this kid a handgun and gave it to him for his like 14th birthday or something.
The crap.
Would you buy your son a 14-year-old a handgun? Okay, personally for me, I grew up in the backwoods, hunting was very, going out and getting your venison, and it was cheaper to do that than go to the store because the store was however far, an hour drive. Maybe not an hour drive, but that is just how. So I've got my own personal beliefs there. But why in the absolute hell would you buy your kid a pistol and give it to him at 14 or 15? I don't know exactly when they gave it to him. I just remember that the kid took a picture and posted on Facebook and was like, "Look, my parents bought me a gun."
Look, here's the thing about pistols. Like pistols are a personal defense weapon. They're meant to kill and they're meant to like maim. Like buying your kid at 14 or 15 like a hunting rifle or a shotgun to go like skeet shooting or duck hunting with, that makes more sense. But to buy your kid a pistol with like hollow point ammunition and stuff, like they don't need that, unless they're going to be a competitive shooter.
And why in the
And
hell are
on
you
top,
giving it to a 15-year-old?
yeah, yeah, and on top of all of that, like if you know that your kid is going to be like prone to using his weapon for violence, like don't freaking give your kid the gun, Like don't even talk about it. Don't even think about it. Like these parents are obviously like insane and they should freaking go to jail for this, which I hope they do.
I definitely believe that there wasn't. Okay. So real fast, I just laughed out loud, and I wasn't not laughing at the story in any way, shape, or form. I think it's really screwed up. Uh, your wife actually commented. Dove Crossing actually commented on Twitch and said, "I just wanted to say that I do not approve of Gabe's news sources." So that's why I kind of laughed. Even Twitter news is pretty bad. Yeah, yeah, I agree. I
Not
agree.
hey, when I said I was looking up news on Facebook, it literally takes like all the headlines from like CNN, from like Fox News. I mean, those two things stuck like majorly. But on top of that, like they're not like just like random sources from random people. They're like from real like news sources. But obviously, when you guys are searching the web and looking at the news, like obviously do your own research. Make sure you're looking up the right stuff and the right facts, because you never want to go into like a discussion or an argument like half cocked, or have like false information. So I don't like I don't like take my news from Facebook and like run with it and go, oh, this is fact. Like I read it and I'm like, oh, that's interesting, and then I look it up on Google, and yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
For sure, for sure. So I'm going to share my own little personal experience, and I think this gives my 2 cents on this side of the story. So like I said, I grew up in southern Utah in a little town called Hurricane, Utah. And like I said, farmlands, bunch of rednecks. We grew up family deer hunts. We'd go on deer hunts. We'd, go get, I don't know, 4 deer. We'd come back. I've got 4 brothers, 2 sisters, kind of a bigger family. And a lot of the meat we ate was wild game. That's how we survived. And every single person in my family at 11 years old, we were all required to take hunter safety. After we graduated with our hunter safety card, our certificate card, we were only allowed to shoot like 22s, but we were only allowed to shoot them with like adult supervision. You know what I mean?
Yeah, obviously.
So we'd just go to like shooting range, or go shoot into like a hill or something. Once, maybe twice a year, but we're only really allowed to do it around adult supervision. And then as we got older, just kind of like more responsibility was kind of given. As you got older, when you got older, you shoot a deer with a 30-06, a 30-30. So these are bigger rifles than a 22. And but always, I remember my dad screaming at me, "You put the barrel in the air, you point it right down at the ground. You never pointed at anybody." Gun safety was always very, very serious, and we were never ever told that a gun was a toy in any way, shape, or form, but it was a tool, and it was a dangerous tool that, if not used correctly, can hurt people. So me personally, I think if parents, require their kids to go do hunter safety and, go kind of through the whole process and have those sit downs and those talks, and, don't get me wrong, me personally, I think that's okay in any way, shape, or form. When I graduated from high school, I actually got a handgun for a graduation present. And I've gone out and shot it a couple times, but yeah, I've only ever seen it as a self-defense item. It's never been a toy, so it's locked and safe where kids can't get to it. And I understand and I know the importance of handguns. I have a sister that actually was murdered with a handgun, so I know that guns are dangerous and that they need to be taken very, very seriously. And in this situation, I don't know the full story, but if you read the story, apparently there were some texts that have been shared to the kids that the parents were like, "Don't get caught." And so this kid apparently I don't know if, it seems like they bought him a gun because he thought it was cool. He grew up playing Call of Duty and was like, "Oh, I want a gun. Gave him a gun. There was absolutely no responsibility in any way, shape, or form. Something else you got to understand too. Kids don't just get guns and take them to school. I guarantee you this kid's probably carried this gun around with him before. And in doing so, that kind of brought him to the idea of, oh, hey, I'm going to do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just think that pretty much really bad parenting and really bad just not teaching the kid the safety of a firearm is pretty much what led to this. And they're guilty as hell, because when they're going to charge them for aiding and murder, they run. They go take their money out of the bank and they run. I don't know. That's my 2 thoughts on it.
Yeah, I'm reading like the news right now, and it says that they're tracking the parents' like cell phone pings, but then they turned off their cell phones, so they lost like the trail. But
I believe they're both in custody right now.
oh, they are really?
They arrested both of them in Detroit at night. They were arrested near a building in, I'm going to butcher the hell out of this name, Bellevue Street, near where their vehicle was found overnight. Detroit police. So they found their vehicle, and they were found close to it. They were arrested at 4 p.m. on Friday. So they were arrested yesterday. But I don't know. That sounds guilty as hell. Give your kid a gun. Your kid goes and shoots. And instead of accepting responsibility, you go withdraw your money from ATM and you run. Sounds pretty sus to me.
Oh, man.
And the kid's 15, killed 3 people. So what is he going to get? Life in prison? He's definitely going to get tried as an adult. You just screwed your life up, buddy. You just screwed your life up so bad, and your parents' life.
I just want to know why kids think that this is the way to like solve their problems, you know? Like,
The kid was probably bullied. If you look at him, kid's got a big old unibrow. Not trying to be a dick in any way, shape, or form. Kid was probably bullied at school. Kid probably grew up probably playing Call of Duty and stuff like that, and probably just didn't really think. A lot of people do things because they don't think of the consequences. They think they're gonna get away with it, and I don't know. Maybe he went and shot the kids, and then did you? Oh, also too, there's a video where the kid impersonates a police officer. Man, he goes and knocks on a door, and he's like, "Hey, this is the police. Let me in." Blah 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 blah. And they're like, we don't really feel safe letting you in." And he's like, let me in now. And it's like, obviously it's not a police officer, because a police officer wouldn't talk to you like that, They're really smart.
The same kid?
Same
You're talking
kid.
about a totally different story.
Same
What?
kid. Because the school went into, lockdown, where they turn off all the lights and lock all the doors. Yeah, crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Jeez.
What
Well-
else is in the news that's crazy going on right now?
Good thing that kid's behind bars now.
Yeah, parents are going to be down
and his
behind
parents.
bars too. Thank God.
Jeez. Jeez, man.
Metaverse, Facebook, been hearing a little bit about that. I don't know my 2 thoughts on it.
I honestly do not care about that. Like,
Why go outside and touch grass when you can just get on the Metaverse and you're a Superman? Yeah, I don't know. I don't really understand that. Instead of meeting you in real life and going and playing some pool or playing some ping pong, let's meet in a virtual reality, and we'll play ping pong in the virtual reality. I guarantee you, people are going to get addicted, and they're going to charge like some sort of crazy subscription to be using it, And it's just going to make so much money. Oh, by the way, MrBeast on Twitter commented that if you share his post and follow this other guy, that he's giving away $30,000. So if you are interested in maybe earning $30,000, get on Twitter, share MrBeast post, and follow the Pulp guy, and you'll be entered in a chance to win $30,000.
yes, dude. You saw a Squid Game episode, right?
Yeah, I watched Squid Games. Dude, I watched Squid Games before it was popular, dude.
No, but you saw the MrBeast one?
Yeah.
Like where he recreated the entire set and everything?
I'm going to be honest. I don't know how I feel about that. You have to understand, in the movie, these people are dying. These people are like giving up their lives. And that's kind of where like the adrenaline rush and everything comes from. And I don't know, his version, it's kind of like, hey, I messed up. So, boop, the little thing on their chest pops. And then it's kind of like, hey, I'm out. And it's just like, I don't know. How I kind of felt about it was like, you're trying to make the G version of this, and it's not working, dude.
I enjoyed it. What do you mean? Obviously,
don't
you
get me
can't
wrong,
kill
I enjoyed it
people in real
too,
life.
but still, it's just based on what you watch in the show and what you see is just kind of, it was just so kind of watered down for me. It's just kind of like, eh.
Yeah, I admit, like the show is like trying to teach the lesson of like, like money isn't everything, but all those people were there to, like, because of money and all that, and like greed and whatnot. But I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
I found the MrBeast video pretty entertaining. It's just like a fun thing to do because Squid Games is popular now, man.
Oh, it is so popular. For Halloween, I saw so many people dressed up as so
Yeah,
many
that's
people
that's
dressed up in Squid Game outfits, jumpsuits, masks, kind of thing like that. Did you hear that The Rock was in the new Fortnite update? Dwayne Johnson, The Rock.
jeez.
Dude, that guy makes so much money. I just watched Jungle Cruise just the other day and Red. The guy's putting
Was
out
Jungle
movies.
Cruise good?
It was really good. It was really funny. Had a lot of humor to it. And I actually didn't watch it all in one sitting. I watched about 45 minutes, came back, watched about another 45 minutes, and then came back and watched another 45 minutes. We've got a new comment from Dove Crossing. The video with the kid impersonating the police officer was already debunked. It was a cop being informal, and I believe he got in trouble for it. Thank you for updating us on that information. Like I said, I didn't really know a lot about it. A lot of the information that I learned, heard it on TikTok, ended up Googling and doing a little bit of research my own self. But like I said, I haven't really looked super into it. So I just remember on TikTok, I watched a video saying that the kid was impersonating a police officer. So it was a cop being informal. I don't know, man. I think people, when crazy shit hits the fan, they kind of I don't know, in the moment you don't really think because you're like, is this really happening, it's like
Yeah,
your
like
whole
fear
entire
takes over.
life you've done so many freaking earthquake drills. You jump under the desk and you're just but when it actually happens, like, you don't really think jump under the desk, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know, man. It maybe one day, like they'll figure out like an actual drill that'll actually help kids and the students and everything. First of all, they should put metal detectors at every school. I don't know why we haven't done that yet, or why the government hasn't done that yet to like all the school districts ever. But
Dude, that's what happened with Walmart. They put in like all these security. They put in like these drop boxes and they put in like these little gates that would open and close. And they were literally up for about 2 to 3 months. And then what happens is apparently it was costing more to fix them than it was actually to fund them. And so they ended up taking them right back out right after. I think a lot of schools
see,
don't have it just because funding.
it's freaking Squid Games, dude. It's all about greed.
How much is a walk through
Metal detector. Or gun detector. I don't know. Whatever they are.
everything I'm looking up? Or wait.
You think the safety of like our future generations would be
$3,000. They're about $3,000. $3,000 to $6,000.
that's cheap. That's super cheap. You could even buy 2 of them and then just close off all the other entrances and exits to the school and just make all the kids walk through that one at the beginning and end of the day. Right?
Yeah, I don't know. They weren't in my school, thank God. The school I went to, though, freaking some crazy crap happened at. I just think, though, too, even if you do have metal detectors, I think kids are always going to try to find a way to, like, bypass stuff or bring knives in the school. Or they're always going to try to find a way to just kind of, like, cheat the system, It's like same thing on the drug war. Every single year we spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars fighting drug wars, and at the end of the day, it's like it never. I just feel like when you put limitations or restrictions on things, people are always gonna try to find ways to get around them. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's usually how it is, man. I mean, the drug war, it's kind of hopeless, but I feel like we could stop a lot of, almost all school shootings if we just had more security, you know? There's like cops at schools I had a cop at my high school growing up.
Dude, the cop at my high school was the biggest ass wipe. Like, forgive my
Yeah.
language. He was such a
They're
dick.
usually jerks. They're usually like power hungry jerks, and that's why they're there at the school. But the cop at my school tried to accuse me of like having drugs in my backpack, and he searched my backpack and I didn't have anything. He was like, "You can go."
So
But still, I felt safe because it's like, hey, there's a cop here with an actual gun in case like some idiot kid wants to come shoot up the school one day. He'll be there to stop him, you know?
yeah. So I actually I went to high school with one of my cousins, and very jokingly, she parked in because we had assigned parking, and if you parked anywhere else, they'd tow you. But she parked in one of my friend's spots. So what we did is she never locked her door. She drove like this really, really old school pick-em-up truck. So we got in her truck, put it in reverse, pushed it out, and pushed it back into her parking spot. And, didn't damage anything. It's like we're freaking related, right? No biggie. And this stupid cop was trying to charge me and like 4 other people of breaking and entering and Grand Theft Auto. And like, it's just like, dude, go fight some actual crime. Like, you're a freaking idiot. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're just I feel like they're bored, and they just do dumb stuff to just, I'm bored as hell. Might as well, do this to try to get some attention or something. I don't know.
That actually reminds me of a TikTok I saw a while ago that it was basically a TikTok of these people at a party. Like they were having like a backyard like party, and everybody was like drinking. But I think they were like all adults, right? Okay. So you see this cop in the background come like sneaking up, and like he jumps out of the trees and he goes like, "Yo." And like all the people just kind of stop like doing what they're doing, like mid conversation, like stop drinking. And they look at the cop, and like nobody's running, and like the cop is like expecting people to run,
Yeah.
You just see the cop just standing there, just like, what's going on? Why isn't anybody like running? Why is everybody freaking out? It was just funny, dude. It's like, dude, how about instead of doing that, you go do some like real police work, But
for sure. So, I'll tell a little police story. So I was at work, and I accidentally locked my keys inside of my truck. I can't remember I was playing Pokemon Go. So I pulled up to the stopped, pulled out Pokemon Go, was catching some Pokemon, jumped out of the truck, closed the door, and I look back, and I'm just, oh, shit. I just locked my keys in the truck. I call my boss, and he's like, I might be able to run you out some keys in probably like 3 hours. And I'm like, I ain't sitting here for 3 hours. I ain't doing that. Hell to the no. And so he's like, well, your other option is you might be able to call the police and see if they can come open for you. So I call the police. Hey, my name's so-and-so, blah, 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 blah. And I locked my car. And they're like, well, that sucks. And then they're like, we don't know if we have an officer over there in that area, but we'll try to find one, okay? And then they're pretty much, yeah, see you later, bye. I'm like, oh, okay. A cop shows up literally like 30 seconds later, drives around the corner, the sheriff, okay? Gets out of his truck, and he's like, well, what'd you do? And I was like, well, I locked my keys in my car. And he walks up, and he like tries to like fiddle. He gets the little, you see like the thieves use it. They try to like pull it up, and he's unable to pull it up. And then he's like, well, I guess you're screwed. And I was like, oh, okay, like whatever. And then he had like some other thing that he stuck in the door and blew it up, and he's able to pop it up there. And I just told him, I was like, hey man, thank you for taking the time out of your day to come and do this. And I got on, and the police station in Eagle Mountain has a 2 out of 5 stars. And I was looking at all the reviews, and all the reviews were like, biggest asshole cops, they treat you like crap, blah, 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 blah. And I told him, I was like, I appreciate what you did. You want me to give you like a 5-star review? And he's like, I don't care. It doesn't affect me in any way, shape, or form. And gets in his car and leaves. And it was one of those things. It was like I appreciated what he did, but just he had like, I'm the biggest badass dude out here, and in doing so, I just kind of looked at him and was like, yeah, you're an asshole. You're not a public servant. You're an asshole.
That was probably the most exciting part of his day. You know, opening your truck door for you.
Oh, dude, I gotta tell you another story too, real fast.
Okay.
It's about the Mormon Church. I have a friend that if you watch some like really old YouTube videos, his name's Luis. He's from Argentina. But Tuesday night, he got invited to go play indoor soccer at the Mormon Church in the gym. Are you listening to this?
Yeah.
So he goes to the church, and they start playing soccer, and then these police officers show up and say that someone inside the building called them, and they cite them all for trespassing. And so they reach out to like the stake president and stuff like that, and they're like, what's going on? And they said, you were trespassing because you did not reserve the gym.
Wow, that's ridiculous.
So he had to go to court, and he ended up, I can't remember if it was like a $250 fine, and had to do, it was like 75 hours of community service. But it's just crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. I know that's not really related to cops, but that happened just recently, and that actually popped in my head just barely. I know somebody that is a member of the Mormon Church, went to the Mormon Church because a friend invited him to go play indoor soccer. They're playing indoor soccer, and got cited for trespassing in a church that he goes to, and they were totally game for it because they didn't reserve the gym.
Yeah, I'm a member of the Mormon Church, and that's the most ridiculous thing that I've ever heard of. Like,
yeah, I'm telling you, dude.
Usually, if like you're friends with the stake president or the bishop or whatever, they'll like leave you keys to the building. They'll give you the code, and as long as you have their permission, you can be there. But like, even if you don't have their permission, and you call them and be like, "Hey, like, we're like getting in trouble for like using the gym in the church," like usually.
So that's the thing. So when I had a good conversation with him about him, and I was like, "What's going on? What's going on?" And this is literally what he told me. He said they are racist. The guy that called the cops on him was a white man, and the bishop or the stake president in that ward is a white guy. And he said if it was anybody else, they would have gotten away with it. But since him and the guys that were playing are from Argentina, he said, I guarantee you the reason we got called and cited for trespassing was because they're not white. That's what he said.
No surprise
and I'm like, dude, that does
Utah.
sound pretty legitimate. I'm actually going to switch over my screen here real fast. This is actually his YouTube channel. It's called Life Through Flames. Life Through Frames. He's a totally awesome guy. Likes to do a lot of video editing stuff. He's got long hair. He's got a sexy mustache. And he is single. And he only dates hot moms.
Okay.
He's this kid right here, long hair. It's my brother from another mother. Not as cool as Gabe, but still.
Damn, but that recently happened, huh?
Yeah, it recently happened. And when we were talking about cops, and that's what popped in my brain. Because the thing is like that's what cops do, dude. They go around and that's how they make money is by charging people. Because then you have to go to court and you have to. But then like you think about the charges and you're like, that is the most bogus charge you've ever heard of in your life. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. You want to hear about bogus? Freaking, there's this road where I live. It's called Railroad Canyon Road. And it's a very popular like highway. So it connects like to the 2 freeways here. It gets people like to and from work. And every single day, every time I've driven down it, because I used to drive down it to like go to high school and stuff. Every day I've driven down it, I would see motorcycle cops like around every turn, hiding behind bushes. and it's a total like speed trap, right?
Yep.
I saw on the like because I follow the local news here too. I saw on the local news like a few days ago, I think, that they pulled over like 80 people in a day and hit like a new record for like their ticket quota or whatever. And they made a ton of money from it, and it's like
Each one of those
that
tickets is in California, I'm sure it's a lot more, but yeah, that's how they make money, dude. Hey, we need
yeah,
funding for this. Hey, let's go write some tickets.
yeah, and these people are just trying to get to work or trying to get home, like it's not even like they're speeding that much. They're probably going like 10 over. The thing about California is like there's the posted speed limit, but the actual speed limit is like 10 over that, So like if the freeway is 70 miles per hour, you go 80 miles per hour because that's how people drive in California. And if you drive slower than that, people hate you, and that's how it is here. So like for you to get pulled over by a cop, you have to be going like crazy over the speed limit, like driving dangerously, like for an actual reason. But I think these cops are just like, trying to hit their quota, and it's really annoying because they're just like normal people, just trying to like live their lives. So that makes me upset. But
Yeah.
hey, I do like cops that do their jobs. Like there's a lot of super cops out there. I study a lot of serial killers and like murder stories, and there's like a lot of great cops that actually do real work and they stop the bad guys. And then you got cops like that just like pull you over and arrest you because like the color of your skin and crap, like
Oh, for
I don't
sure,
know.
for sure.
Yeah.
Well, we've reached our hour, so we're going to be closing up there. Hope you guys enjoyed the podcast for today. Yeah, like I said, we had one planned out. It was 60 people in 4 hours. Jesus. How many cops? 60 people in 4 hours. That's like what? One person every...
Well, I mean, usually it's like maybe 6 motorcycle cops and they're all like along road, Canyon Road. So if they each pull over like one person that's going a little bit faster than the speed limit, you know.
So, Dove Crossing said, I'm here just fact checking you guys. Heck yeah. Hope you can hop in and join in and be a guest speaker sometime. That'd be awesome. But yeah, we're going to be closing on the podcast there. Hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, we really do appreciate, like you said, we're not experts in the field in any way, shape, or form. So good input and fact checking is much appreciated.
Also, remember, if you want to hear the Ed Gein episode, just let us know and we'll do it.
Yeah, if I get 5 people that either like or comment on this episode of the podcast, we'll do it. But like I said, it is very disgusting. It is very gross. It is very disturbing. And something else that really, really just pisses me off about that whole thing is justice was never served. The guy was considered schizophrenic and was able to live in technically an insane hospital for the rest of his life. He was able to have 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And he was able to play chess. And
he was mentally unwell. He was mentally ill and schizophrenic, but we'll have to save that discussion for the episode.
Cliffhanger. Okay, guys, thanks for hopping in. Have a good one. Remember to like and subscribe and support the channel. And other than that, we will see you guys next time. Peace.
Peace out, guys. Do your own research.
Crack it.
Got it?